Hey, it's me, your boy Blue Gensiga, and today I'll be talking about Appliancers. This is going to be my second time trying to record this because the fan got in the way of the audio the first time. Anyways, let's jump right into this. First, we have Appliancers Soccer Troll. It's a level 1 machine monster. I'm not going to mention the stats at all. If an appliancer monster, if you control an appliancer monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. If an appliancer soccer troll is special summoned to your field while you control this monster, you can special summon one appliancer soccer troll from your deck. That it's that's pretty fine. Next we have appliancer breaker bunkle. During damage calculation, if your appliancer monster battles an opponent's monster, you can discard this card. Your battling monster cannot be destroyed by that battle. Also, you take no battle damage from that battle. That's an alright effect. And the second effect, if an appliancer monster you control would be destroyed by card effects, you can banish this card from your field/graveyard instead. I wish this also included battle, but this is also alright. Next, we have appliancer copy buckle. During your main phase, you can target one appliancer monster you control, special summon this card from your hand. And if you do, this card's name is treated as the name of that target until the end of this turn. Hold on, let me look at something. Yep, this works with Soccer Troll's second effect because you could copy Soccer Troll's effect, and you could copy Soccer Troll's name, special summon from your hand, and if you do, Soccer Troll's effect activates and you special summon another Soccer Troll from your deck. So this is a way for you to play around Soccer Troll. During your main phase, except the turn it was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one appliancer monster you control, special summon one monster with the same name from your hand or graveyard. That's alright. I wish you could use it the same turn and just slap on the restriction saying you can only special summon appliances for the rest of this turn. At least that way you would actually be able to get out 3 appliancer link monsters like like you want to. But I guess. Oh yeah, and all of those main deck monsters are machine dupe targets, so there's that. Next we have Appliancer Celtipus. This deck revolves around this very monster, and it's a very lackluster monster, but it's very necessary for this deck to function. This card cannot be targeted for attacks or by your opponent's card effect while it's linked. During damage calculation, if an appliancer link monster you control that is co-linked to this card battles an opponent's monster, that co-linked monster gains 1000 attack for each monster co-linked to this card during that damage calculation only. Because you want your level 1 appliancer monsters linking up with this. Also, this deck requires all the link monsters so far require appliancer monsters to summon it. Also, we don't have proper line, and we don't have the other 3 spell cards that were shown in the anime yet. They haven't been revealed yet. They probably will be revealed. Or just the one that banishes and switches positions would be revealed as well as proper line. Anyways, once per turn, if an appliance or link monster you control that is not co-linked to this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can draw 1 card. That's an alright effect. Next, we have Appliancer Vacuolifant. Anyways, and also all the link ones have the effect saying you can't use it as link material the turn it's summoned. The turn it's link summoned, During your main phase, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard and target 1 card your opponent controls, destroy that card. That's really good. And at least it's not free pop. And at least it's not a quick play. Anyways, during your main phase, if this card is co-linked, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls in their main monster zone, destroy that monster. Also really nice. If this card is not co-linked, it can attack directly. That effect is pretty alright. Plus it has 1,000 attack points, meaning if it's linked to Celtipus, you can get 2,000 to 3,000 attack. Just like that. But it won't be able to attack directly, so there's that. Appliancer Kappa Scale is water. It requires one Appliancer monster. That goes with almost all of them, especially this restriction. During your main phase, you contribute this co-linked card, special summon one Appliancer link monster from your graveyard, except Appliancer Kappa Scale. That's an all-red effect because you can just summon one of your Appliancers to either co-link or to not co-link and get their different effects off. During your main phase, you can contribute this card that is not co-linked. Special summon one level 4 or lower Appliancer monster from your graveyard. That's also really good. Next we have Appliancer Dryer Drake. This card gains 1000 attack when it's linked. Once per turn during the battle phase, if this card is co-linked, you can switch the location of 2 Appliancer monsters in your main monster zones, including this card, and if you do that, other monster can make 2 attacks during each battle phase this turn. Once per turn, when this card is targeted for an attack while it's not co-linked, you can negate that attack. Both effects are pretty alright, especially with the field spell. And then next we have, I guess, the boss monster of this deck. We have Appliancer Laundry Dragon. Neither player takes battle damage from battles involving this card, which would suck, but I can see why they put that there. And at least that way you don't take damage from battles involving this card too. And you get to apply the second and third effect without any recourse. Once per turn, if this co-linked card battles an opponent's monster after damage calculation, which you won't be taking damage, but they won't either, you can banish that opponent's monster. That's pretty alright, especially in decks that like to float. Once per turn, if this card battles an opponent's monster while it's not co-linked, after damage calculation, you can destroy that monster, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to its original attack. That's also pretty damn good. This is the strongest monster in this deck. Next, we have Appliancer Reuse. Oh yeah, we're still waiting for proper line though. Next, we have Appliancer Reuse. It's not a hard once per turn. Target one monster in your graveyard, one Appliancer monster in your graveyard, special summon that target, but if it is sent to the bottom of the field, bottom of the deck, if it leaves the field. So that's alright. Appliancer Test, not as good as the previous one in my opinion. Target one Appliancer Link monster you control, special summon as many Link 1 Appliancer monsters from your graveyard to the zones it points to as possible, but they're banished during the end phase. It would be cool if we had that other spell I was mentioning earlier in this video. At least that way you can get around this. This card is only good if you can So far, this card is only good if you can OTK your opponent, or at the very least link off with the monsters you bring back off of this card's effect. So far, it's an alright card. Next, we have Appliancer Electrical World. When this card is activated, you can add one Appliancer card from your deck to your hand. Any Appliancer card, except the field spell. Once per turn, if an Appliancer Link monster is link summoned to your field, you can add one Appliancer monster from your graveyard to your hand. That's a pretty good effect. You can grab back your Sock Control. Yeah, it's really good. Once per turn when either player's monster declares an attack, you can move one Appliancer monster you control to another of your main monster zones, meaning that you can apply whatever effect you'd want during the battle phase. The problem with this deck so far, it's very battle reliant, plus it cannot close out games, especially in this time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Where power creep makes it so the battle phase is pretty much irrelevant. If you can't end your opponent's just going to OTK you. So yeah, this deck would have been really great if it was released about 6 years ago. Unless Konami just makes more support that allows this deck to be really good. Anyways, that's all I have to say about Appliancers. What do you guys think about Appliancers? Like, comment, and subscribe. And share this video. It's me, your boy Blue Getsuga, and I'm out.